Hey writers, so today we're going to work on your introduction by coming up with a variety of hooks. There are 4 different hooks we're going to talk about. The first one is a strong statement with a sentence starter. Now you're going to eventually choose one of your hooks, the one that you think is the strongest, and actually put it into your Google Doc. You're not going to type the rest of the introduction. We're going to do that another day. But in a text entry post today, you're going to put an example of the 4 types of hooks that I'm asking you to come up with. Now, the first type of hook is a strong statement with a sentence starter. You're going to choose one of these 5 sentence starters and write something related to our claim that dogs should be allowed on beaches. So you can start with what people need to know is that many people don't know, don't think, or don't realize something, but I've come to know or think it's important, something about our claim. Sometimes in life, I have found, maybe you have a connection to a dog. I don't have dogs, but Mrs. Pieper does. So maybe she would use, I have found something about her dogs that she thinks could be convincing as her hook. Sometimes people ask this, well, I have found this. So some of these might be a connection for you that you want to make. And for me, I wouldn't be able to make that connection having never owned a dog due to my allergies to them. But I could use the first bullet point, what people need to know is that. And then if I was going to focus on my fall topic, like I will for my other hook examples, I can put what people need to know is that fall is the best season because what people need to know is that fall has the best weather and has fun celebrations. So some of my reasons could follow also, but since I have a connection to fall, I can say I have found that I've made the most personal connections to people doing a variety of participating in a variety of activities during the fall or even autumn season. So that could be how it connects to me for that topic that I've been modeling for you. So the next type of hook, so again, for this one, you'll choose one of these sentence starters and make a strong statement about something related to our claim. Rhetorical question. So rhetorical question doesn't need an answer. So there's no reason for you to put a yes or no or more detailed answer following this. So I have 2 examples using my fall example. Is there any season better than fall when the air is crisp, the leaves are gold, and everything feels just right? My second one that I tried out was, how could any season top fall when the world is painted in vibrant colors and every moment feels like a cozy dream? So here you can incorporate a lot of descriptive language or even a simile or metaphor of some sort. So this is where a rhetorical question doesn't need an answer, but you need to be more descriptive. So you're thinking about something related to dogs that you could describe and turn into a rhetorical question or somehow have a strong simile in there. So you're going to try that one out. Then a quote, fall is nature's way of showing us how beautiful letting go can be. Albert Camus said it best, autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. You have access to the sources that we have worked on, so you might want to take your quote from there. If you know how to search for a quote on Google about dogs, that might be another opportunity for you to find a quote that you think would be a good hook, showing that dogs are wonderful animals. It doesn't have to be about dogs being allowed on beaches. This could just be a positive quote about dogs in general that you find within our sources or that you find on Google. But remember, if you were doing this type of hook on iLearn, you'd have to take it from the sources because you won't be able to get out of the test. So for this purpose, though, you have those 2 options. And then finally, a scene. This is the longest type of hook, so take your time on this. For this, I used a lot of descriptive details as well, but I hinted at my reasons in this example. So in the scene, picture this, the sun hangs low, casting a golden glow over a sea of amber and crimson leaves that crunch beneath every step. A crisp breeze carries the scent of wood smoke and earth, while the air itself feels like the perfect balance between warmth and coolness. It's the kind of weather that invites lawn walks, hot drinks, and the feeling that everything is just a little more alive. There's no doubt about it, fall has a way of making everything feel exactly right. So you'll want to create a scene, a very short kind of paragraph scene about maybe something that a dog would do on a beach, or something that you think could help. It has imagery. So remember, imagery is going to be those descriptive details that are brought to life through lots of adjectives and sensory details, like the crunch that I used in my first sentence. Is going to be that sound, and then what I see. So all those sensory details about what you'd feel, warmth and coolness, the perfect balance. So I tried to have those sensory details incorporated in this scene. So you can start with imagine or picture this, and then go ahead and start to describe maybe what a dog would do with its owner on the beach, or what would we hear, the waves crashing on the shoreline, things like that. So you're not going to be doing this in a graphic organizer like this, but you are going to write a hook for your introduction for each type of hook listed below. Then Mrs. Pieper and I want you to select which hook you think is your strongest and actually put it into your Google Doc. Now, you're going to be writing like strong statement, rhetorical question, quote, and scene, and then you're going to write what your strong statement, rhetorical question, quote, and scene will be in a text entry post. I will have an example for you within this within this assignment on Canvas, and you're just going to submit it. But you're going to have all 4 types of introduction hooks that you're going to try out, and then select which one you want to put as your hook. There's still going to be more to your introduction. Don't work on that right now. I know a few of you have already started an introduction, even though we haven't talked about it for a persuasive essay, but I do want you to at least have your hook before your body paragraphs. So this is going to be the very first sentence or paragraph if you're choosing the scene for before your first body paragraph, right under the title. All right, I'll put those directions in Canvas for you and follow the layout that I have so your organization matches what I want your text entry box post to look like that you're going to submit.